Rusty's Sudoku streaming. I'm Rusty, and we've got Sudoku Puzzle 754 and then 755 in the medium collection to solve if we can. Again, if it takes either puzzle over an hour to solve, I'll stop the stream at that point and we'll post my results. Otherwise, let's see if we can get any of this going. See. Hit the checkbox if it or check mark if it validates. You get 20 seconds to see about grabbing a screenshot and such before I get going. And at 20 seconds or something after that, I will continue, or I'll start trying to solve. And there we go. So you get 20 seconds. It has been an interesting day. Not all bad, not all great. All right, I get a 1 here. One of these 3 will be a 1. I've got 3 possibilities there. 2 possibilities down here. 4 here. 5 here. And 3. 2. One of these 2 will be a 2. Down here I've got 3 possibilities. Let's see. One of these 3 will be a 2. Over here, I've got 2 possibilities. Here, one of these 3 will be a 2. Got 3 possibilities here, 4 here, and a 2 over. All right, how about the 3s? No 3s in this square, 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 or this square. We'll have to come back for that. We do get to put a 4 in here. And then one of these 2 will be a 4. Down here I've got 5 possibilities. One of these 2 will be a 4. One of these 3 will be a 4. How about 5s? We've got a 5 going here. One of these 3 will be a 5. Got 3 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. That blocks these. And then one of these 2 will be a 5. Oh, hey. Yeah, these 2 can't be 5s. These 2 could be 5. Actually, no. One of these 3 will be a 5. All right, 6s. 6 there. Another 6 here. A 6 here. And a 6 here, and that takes care of all 6s. We have 7 here. One of these 2 is a 7. And we get a 7 here. One of these 3 is a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. All right, 8s. Get an 8 here. Three possibilities there. 4 over here. 3 3 possibilities here. One of these 3 is a 4 or an 8. One of these 3 is an 8. And that's about all I can pack in here. How about 9? So we got a 9 here. All right, that 4 possibilities, 4 and 9, 5 possibilities, 4 possibilities here. Not useful. 3 there, here, 2 here, 4 here. Every one of them here is possible. 5. All right, let's try the rest of the numbers again. So 1 there, one of these 3 is a 1. Down here, one of these 2 is a 1 now. That means this is a 1, this is not. And that means that's a 1. Up here, that means one of these 2 is a 1. We got 3 possibilities here. That's about all I can do with 1s at the moment. How about 2? 2 here, one of these 2 will be 2. That means one of these 2 will be a 2. This one can't be because that lines up with those. One of these 2 is a 2. 3 possibilities there. Oh, 3. 2 possibilities here. One of these 2 is a 2. One of these 3 is a 2. Threes. Oh, we don't have any 3s. 4s. One of these 2 is a 4. One of these 2 is a 4. Got all of those possible. 5 possibilities of a 4 and then 2 of a 4, which are already earmarked. 5s. One of these 2 is a 5. Those 2 is a 5. This becomes a 5, not that. And then one of these 3 here is a 5. All right, 6s. I think we've got 6s everywhere. Yep. Okay, that can't be a 7 anymore, which suggests that's a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. That's a 7, so that can't be, that is. All right, I believe that's all the 7s now. These 3 is an 8. These 2 is an 8. That one can't. It says that these can't be 8. Okay. Three plus 2. Oh, wait. This is an 8. Down here, we got one of these 2. Here's going to be one of these. Okay. We want to get one of these 3. Over here, we've got 4 possibilities. Here we've got 3 and 3. Okay. One of these 2 is a 9. Yeah. Okay, let's flood this. All right, let's drop in the 1s here. Okay, 4. These 2 is a 4. These 2. Okay, that can be 3. That can be a 3. Ones, two, threes everywhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all over the place, 9. Ah, okay, 9393. See if we got any more going here. 1, 2, threes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those will be an 8. And if you're wondering, yes, my body is trying to get me to go to sleep. That's going to be a 2, so not a 2 here. We can get rid of the 9 threes inside here. Turns that into an 8. Not an 8 there, so that's a 1. Not an 8 or a 1 there, so that's a 2. We got the 2s, we got a 9 3 pair here. Nine three 9 3. We're missing a number. The 1, 2. And these two is a 2. Yay. Doesn't look like I get to knock out the 9 threes in here. Hmm. A 1, so one of these two becomes a 1. 893, 893, 93. Hey, that becomes a 3, so we clean up that, 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 that. And can't be 9 or 3. So yes, that is a 2. Not a 2. Not a 2, so that's 5. Not a 5. 93, 93. Not a 5. 5 there or there. Not an 8 there. So these two can't be 9s. 8, 3, 3, so not a 3 here or here. Turns that into a 9. 9 there. Not a 9 there. Becomes a 4. That becomes a 9 up here. And this becomes a 2, 4 here, and 3 here. Up here we get a 9, 3, 9, 3. 9 here means this is an 8. Get rid of the 8 to 9 there. We got wild or parsnip and 3 edible. That becomes a 9 here, so that's a 9, not a 9. Down here, this becomes a 3, not a 3. This is a 3, not a 2. And that's not a 9 either. We've got too many 4s. And one of these two, that one gets to be a 9. Turns that into an 8. Not a 4 now. And so 9 here, so that's going to be a 9. Turns that into a 3, that into a 9. This becomes a 3, this becomes an 8. 1 and 5 here. 3 and 1 here, 8 here. Not a 3 here or here, so 4 and 5. 2 and 4. 3 and 2. And something that's not right. Look at the 1s. All appear to be good. 2s. So far, so good. 3s. Yeah. Well, that can't be a 3. Or this can't. One of these 3 needs to be a 3. That would be just. This will be a 3 here. This can't be a 1. Suggest maybe a 1 here. No. All right. Run this up from the top. We're going to flood everything. Put them all in. See if we can stuff it all out in the end. 7. Okay. These 6s are on. We're looking for 5s. That's going to be a 5. These 2 will be a 5. And those 2 will be a 5. One of these 2 will be a 5. And on to 4. Not going to get any guidance on 3s at the moment. Ugh. All right, this is pretty much embarrassing for me. I am not making proper advancement in this. I am going to revert this all the way back to the beginning. And I am going to see if I'm going to get some sleep. And we will see about doing this puzzle again, or start the stream again. And see if I can solve the puzzle after I've gotten some sleep. Take care, everybody. We will talk with you again later. Take care.